Welcome back to the Coach Cameron Soccer Experience, I'll call it. It's episode 501. I surpassed the 500 milestone, and we're going to continue on. So today we're going to talk about the Bundesliga starting May 15th. LA Galaxy, dirtbags as usual, are cutting the girls' soccer academy. New York Times reports that the Premier League doesn't know what they're going to do because of the bottom-ranked teams that don't have money. And the NCAA allowing Division I schools to spend below the minimum scholarship limit. All of this today. So first up is the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is going to start May 15th, and I'm buying. Whatever it is, I'm going to be a big German supporter. And the question is, are you? I think a lot of you are. And are we going to start watching the Bundesliga a lot more than we're going to watch the Premiership, who can't get their act together and can't figure anything out because they are a financial mess? And the answer is yes. I'm number one, a Bundesliga fan. And I'm going to be a fan of somebody. I'm going to watch it and I'm going to decide then. I don't know who, but I'm going to support somebody and I'll make a decision as they air them. That's how I'm going to decide. So Bundesliga, thank you. Please come back fully on TV, and I will buy, no doubt. So up next is the LA Galaxy. Those dirtbags, they decided they're going to get rid of their elite girls soccer academy, leaving more than 80 girls looking for new places to play. This decision to close the first girls academy to be fully funded by an MLS team was made 2 weeks ago. After the U.S. Soccer Federation ended up supporting or got rid of the DA Academy. So it's over. Kevin Hartman, who was kind of running things, he's the two-time MLS Cup champion, goalkeeper, and he was the director for the last 3.5 years, and now it's over. But don't worry, Kevin Hartman still has a job. So here's the problem with MLS. If we want the women's game to grow, we need the MLS to fund women's soccer, girls soccer. We need LA Galaxy men and LA Galaxy women. It needs to be one and the same. It should just be part of it, and they need to fund it. And but they're probably scared because they're going to get sued for equality and all that stuff. You know, there's a lot of complications, and I get it, but yeah. So it failed miserably, and here we go again. We have more problems with that. The New York Times talks about the Premier League restarts its start frame. They don't even know what to do. Here's the problem. So we have these the uncertainty of the UK. They don't know what they're going to do. They could bring everybody back, and then they're like, we can't do it. There's another outbreak. And the problem is the Division II, Division III teams, the ones that don't have as much money as a Man City, can't take that risk. If they bring everyone back and put them on payroll and go through that process, fly everyone back to work, and then they close again, they're done. They're financially destroyed, and it's over, destroyed. So that's what's perplexing for all this. This is, I guess, the weakness of promotion relegation is now you got different problems. And what's going to happen? Here's the whole thing with this whole coronavirus. And the ones that are supportive of keep everything locked down and all that, you are just, in my opinion, whacked out stupid. We blew this up way beyond way we should have blew this up. It seriously, dumb as you can get. How we're handling everything is ignorant. And who's it benefiting? The super rich. So for all the liberals out there that want this thing to stay shut down forever, you're benefiting the rich. Because the super rich, guess what? They'll lose money, but they'll survive. And then they're going to buy up all those poor and middle class that were trying to make it with small business, whether it's small business in soccer, owning a professional team. They're going to fail miserably. Businesses are shutting down. Soccer programs are shutting down. This is no joke. It is a big economic impact that's going to affect us for years. It's going to take years to get back to anything assembling what we just had. And why are we doing this? And the only one benefiting is China. They're working. They're buying things. They're taking over. It's a perfect example of what's going on. That is a perfect example of what's going on. So, so the Premier League, they're going to try to do it, but they're going to have all these rules and all this craziness that we don't even know what to do. The NCAA allowing Division I schools to spend below minimum on scholarships. So they're doing cuts because they're taking all these hits. Their bigger sports like basketball took a huge March Madness hit. So that's lost income. They lost millions upon millions of dollars, and now they need to get the money back. And they're cutting scholarships. They're trying to cut programs. If the NCAA will let them go below the 17 minimum requirement. And there's going to be more cutbacks. And this is what people don't understand. Okay, we're slowly getting back to normalcy, slowly. But there's going to be all those people out there that are going to be saying, got to do it this way, you got to do it that way. Everyone has to have their own soccer ball, their own spray bottle, own drinking cups or whatever, their bottles that they bring practice. And they're going to have all these rules. And then and parents have to stay in the car, which is awesome, by the way. And then there's going to be an outbreak. And we know there's going to be an outbreak. People are going to die. That's just what it happens. We just don't have the information that we're needing at all. Because we get everything painted COVID. They're not saying, you could literally get hit by a car, go to the hospital, have breathing issues and all that. They're going to test you for COVID. And then if you have COVID, just any form of it or the way they describe it is anything to manufacture COVID symptoms like the flu, you have it, and they're gonna put you down that way. They don't do all the other things of trying to figure out what the other symptoms were. They just say COVID. Why? And we all know this to be true, and we've been told this already, but no one wants to talk about it, is that hospitals are struggling to survive. They're going bankrupt as everything else is. So the way they're allocating their money, the way the government does ignorantly, is they are just making things just stupid. Like they want to find any way to get that COVID diagnosed in any way so they can get money from the federal government. The way they set it up is how they're trying to survive. So the numbers are way skewed wrong, and we're not getting good numbers. They need to break it down in such a way that they have put the reason of death and then as the main cause and had COVID. Died from stage 4 cancer, also had COVID. Then they can still get their money, but then we have better data versus COVID death. If it's an actual COVID death, we need to know that. Get your money on that. And then if there's 6 other reasons like obesity or diabetes or whatever they are going through, or they're in a elderly, they're in the assisted living, we need to know those and break it up so there's better numbers. But everyone wants to just like, the world's coming to an end. Well, it's going to come to an end if we keep behaving like this and acting like all of this. So, and by the way, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not gonna. I'm all about herd immunity. I believe my immunity can be strengthened. And they're like, you're going to pass it to others. Well, you know what? Yeah, maybe. I'll stay away from the ones that can't get sick. And if you can get sick, stay home. So, anyways, I don't know. I'm just trying to get through episode 501. And these are just my thoughts. And I can't keep editing these things. And I've done way too much editing with this new system and stuff. I'm done with that. I'm moving on. I need to be one take so I can get on with my life. I'm going to go run. I'm going to run as 6 miles today. I ran 9.5 last night. I'm running all the time. Loving it. My health is excellent. I'm going to drink a ton of water and get healthy. Because I'm a runner now. Who would have thought? Anyways, have a blessed day. And anything I said in this broadcast, it might change tomorrow. Those are my thoughts. All right. Goodbye.